Thank you for joining us today on this business spotlight video. Today I have with us Melissa Mirenda, and I would like to go ahead and release it over to her and let her tell us a little bit about herself.
Thank you, Sean. It's a pleasure to be with you this morning. I'm Melissa Mirenda with Executive Search and Coaching. I've been an executive recruiter. I have a search firm for the last 18 years. So my specialty has gone from general to insurance to commercial real estate. I also coach on the side, and that's a passion as well. But what I was thinking about is I help companies find talent, and then I help candidates fit the right job. So there's a real intriguing matchmaker quality where I'm looking what the client wants. Usually there are difficult to fill positions when they come to a recruiter. And then I'm really intrigued on people's personalities, what drives them. And so I'm helping the client find talent, and I'm helping the candidate get a better job.
Excellent. So what really got you into doing this? What made you decide this is the endeavor that you wanted to get on?
Good question. I was a corporate trainer and recruiter. That was my 2 years of corporate life. I was always born to be an entrepreneur. And I realized I was good at recruiting. We were recruiting for the call center, and it really meant reaching out to people and talking to them and setting strategies on, what type of person you want. And I had a sales background too in advertising. So when I ended up needing to have a business that would provide for me and my family, it was recruiting. So I think because of the skills I had before, I was able to launch the business, and the rest is history.
Awesome. So for our side, we have what we call our target market. Who would be your target market, or what you consider your best customer?
Right. For recruiting now, it's commercial real estate, MAP, and HUD lenders. So it's very specialized. One thing I learned, you can be a generalist or you can be a specialist. And for me, being a specialist is better because I can learn some of the players, not certainly everybody, but it's like learning 5,000 people versus 5 million people. In coaching, it usually comes as referrals. It might be career coaching. I also do health coaching. So it's kind of by people knowing me. I'm not so much outreaching.
That's awesome. So during this time period, we've gone through the pandemic of COVID-19. A lot of people had to re-strategize and rethink their approach on things. What's one of the things that you have seen and re-strategized in yourself?
Another good question. Just living personally, no fear. Now, I'm not afraid of dying with this COVID. Now, in my recruiting business, I was blessed that it's a non-cyclical industry. So that's still going strong. With coaching, I've realized that some people can't afford it. Their businesses have gone down. And luckily, I've had other streams of income.
So it's also been said that smart people learn from their mistakes, but wise people learn from others. Could you tell us a little bit about your mistakes or things that you learned from others? That way people can learn from you as well.
Yeah, I've got a mastermind group that I learn from other business owners. With running a business, I believe every day you're learning. As much as I've done this for 18 years, I'm still learning. And that, like having integrity is very critical now, especially now. And sometimes I didn't act as a headhunter in the best, I think, vision for my clients. I was just trying to make a placement perhaps. And now I know that's not the way to go.
Yeah. Okay. So from there, the pandemic is still going on a little bit. Is there anything that you're planning for the future, or any directions that you're really looking to work towards?
Just enjoying my life.
Yeah.
I think at this point, when I'm hitting into the third phase, it's just enjoying my relationships. looking at my values, what's important to me. Like I would like to spend winters out of Ohio. How I'm going to do that, I don't know, but it's setting that intention.
Good. So you talked about always learning in one of your previous answers about learning and growing yourself in the masterminds group. That's something that coaches talk about pretty often. I know your side does, and Action Coach does as well. What's one of the biggest things that you think people can do to always be developing and learning themselves?
Be open-minded.
Yeah.
And curious. If there's an area that you're stuck in, be curious why I'm stuck. And then with that self-awareness, seek out professionals or friends or even spiritual methods to really help overcome those. I mean, we're here to live to our full potential. And as human beings, we're always trying to get to that level. So having open-minded that there could be something more for you, I think is step one.
Awesome. I had the privilege yesterday to talk with Caleb Hillary with Prime America. And one of the things I liked that he said was, don't be afraid to talk about things. He's more on the financial side of things, and a lot of times people get afraid, but even on your personal side, that's one of the things, and you're bringing it up as well, is being open-minded, making sure you're having your friends and talking and connecting with them, talking to a specialist, whether it's a business coach, whether it's a recruiting specialist, things like that. So always be open and willing to talk and learn, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So for the most part, that pretty much wraps it up, but I know that you're starting another endeavor here in September really soon.
Yes.
So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I'll be a Vistage chair, and Vistage is a peer-to-peer advisory group. So we'll be looking for CEOs, business business owners to come into, it's like a mastermind group, but it's offering professional and personal development, peer support, and also ways to de-isolate, because I think in our culture now, it's even more so where we're not connecting. So I'm thrilled to be doing that locally. I've been in the national market, so I get to develop more local contacts and people like you. And I'm excited. I love transformation. I love seeing what's possible for people. And I know I've heard some good stories of what Vistage has done.
Good. One thing I'd like to note on this video is I've known Melissa for a couple months now, and she's always been very positive, and the things that she's talking about right now about impacting and seeing people grow and developing, that's definitely Melissa, and she's an awesome person. So definitely, whether it's for the recruiting side or your personal coaching side, I definitely trust and believe in her. So Melissa, I want to thank you for coming. Last question though is, what do you find most inspiring today?
Today?
Let's say within the last 3 months.
What's most inspiring? Living with no fear.
Living with no fear. Good. Well, again, I thank you, Melissa, for coming on, and everybody watching. Hopefully everybody has a great day, and everybody take care.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.